actually started cosmetology school on a whim, which is great because it was something I cried on the first day of cosmetology school because I was like, whoa, I didn't know what this could do for the world, I'm so excited. And because it was kind of something that I had thought about for a long time, and it was just like, well, why don't I just bite the bullet and do it? And so it's been really fun. A lot of the stuff that I got involved with during cosmetology school was just kind of like, well, this sounds interesting, why don't we just go for it and do it? And so today we're going to talk about specifically confidence. I think confidence is everything in this industry. We're all about appearance, we're all about that. So we need to appear at our most confident in order to strive after a successful career. So we're going to talk about 4 different ways that you can be confident in what you do, okay? So the actual definition of confidence is feeling the self-assurance arising from one's appreciation for your own abilities or qualities. I think that's really awesome. And so the first thing I would tell you to do is create a mission statement. This is something that I think that they talk about somewhere in intro, and I readjusted my mission statement multiple times. And so a mission is an assignment. So it's basically an assignment for you to carry out a purpose. And so my personal mission statement in my own life and in my career is to empower people with confidence. And in my career, it's through beauty and wellness. Sometimes that doesn't mean me putting makeup on someone or doing someone's hair really cool. Sometimes it's just listening to them. Sometimes it's letting them be quiet and just being a person that is just encouraging them through human touch, which is really awesome. It's super, super powerful. So, Aveda has a hugely successful mission statement. I know that you guys probably know it, or have seen it, or have heard it. And so I want you to go back to that mission statement and look at those power words that we care for the world we live in. That has nothing to do with putting makeup on anybody. That's just actually caring about the world and bettering the world with your presence. That's so powerful. So a couple of example mission statements that are super simple. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or super specific. I can empower people with confidence by educating. I can empower people with confidence through making their makeup look super awesome on a set. I can empower my photographer just by being present and willing to assist him. And so those are just really, you don't have to be like, my mission statement is to apply makeup to brides on Saturdays. Like, you don't have to make it super specific. And so, a couple of the ones that I've heard of other people is to inspire people of all types to feel inner beauty or nurturing others to create healthy lifestyles. Those are things that you can do behind a chair, you can do in a spa bay, or you can do just conversing with somebody. So, create a mission statement, okay? Create a mission statement that is going to provide direction to your career. The second thing I would say is to actually make a goals list. Make 1 to 5 goals that are realistic. Write it on a note on your phone. I have like 100,000 notes on my phone because whenever I think of something, I want to remember it later, okay? So, make a physical list of goals. 1 to 5 goals, okay? And those need to be realistic and they need to have a timeline attached. So I don't want, like, oh, I'm going to work at New York Fashion Week sometime. I don't want you to write things down that sound interesting. I want you to write things down that are like, this is something I want for my life because I deserve this, because I want to be at that point in my life where I'm talented enough to do this, I have the skill set to do this, and I want to do it in 1 to 3 years. My goal is to be at New York Fashion Week in the next year, and I'm pretty sure that's happening, which I'm super pumped about. But I want you to have a timeline attached to your 1 to 5 goals, okay? The third thing is find a mentor. I was just telling Dina, I don't even know my mentor in person. I have one on Instagram. We comment on each other's stuff. I always send her questions when I have questions about anything. She's another Aveda artist. She lives somewhere in Pennsylvania. I actually don't even know where. But we consistently talk quite a bit. And she's actually only a year ahead of me. I also have a hair mentor that is someone I haven't met in person, but our main form of communication is through social media. And so that is the place where I ask a lot of the questions that I have, and she comments on my stuff. She'll send me messages or reply to my stories all the time. And so have a mentor either at your salon, in your school, or another artist that you greatly admire. My one bit of advice with mentors is, if you're an esthetician, don't go get a mentor that's a colorist. They're not going to help you, okay? They're not going to help you achieve what you want out of life. They might have really great business practices that you can get involved with, but they're not going to be able to tangibly help you with the day-to-day stuff that you might need help with, okay? And so find someone who you want to be like, okay? And so someone said this quote once, and I thought that it was really awesome, is there's no better resource than a person who is where you are, there's no better resource than a person who was where you are and is where you're going to be. So my mentor has actually won a NAHA before, which is really cool. I think that's awesome. I want to win a NAHA award at some point in my career. And so this reason that I have asked her and talked to her a little bit over social media, and we've built a relationship, is because I know where I want to go with my career, and she's been there. So who better to take that, and I can strive on in my career. Okay, and so the fourth thing is be willing to say yes. This is a hard industry. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of challenges left and right, but you can do it. Be bold. Know what your mission is. Know what your assignment is. And step out and just say yes and see what happens. I think in the first couple years of your career, if you say yes to some random things, it could present a lot of opportunity. One of the things that, it was totally a networking thing. A friend of mine was like, hey, I know this woman that is like an editor of a magazine. She's always looking for people to do makeup and hair. Would you want to do it? And I was like, I don't know. I'm like a student in school. This isn't a big deal. But I've now been published with that magazine 4 times, and all of their hair and makeup looks in their magazine are from me. And so that's a really cool thing that I was just like, I don't even know if I can do this. But just saying yes, and going prepared is the biggest thing that you can do. And so be bold, say yes, and then go as prepared as you can be. You guys have awesome tools in this building, literally tools. Take your kit with you home so you can do haircuts on the side, so that you can practice your men's fading, so that you can practice bridal upstyles if that's what you're looking to go into, and you can help people on the side and do some work for free so that you can build a portfolio. Okay? You're super awesome, and I know that you're worth a lot of money, but if it's going to give you more reward in the future, do some work for free up front. The first shoot I did with that magazine was free. So it's kind of, you just got to build it and be willing to say yes, be willing to sacrifice maybe a little bit of money, a little bit of time with your kids maybe. And so I think those were the 4 things that have really pushed me in my career, is having a mission and running after it. And, and then, so having a mission statement, running after it, having a list of goals, having a mentor, and then just saying yes. And so, as Dina said, we're going to talk a little bit about Beacon. So when I entered Beacon, we had to submit a portfolio of 3 pictures. Consistency is what they're looking for. So if you strictly do men's hair, don't try to submit like a men's haircut and then like a women's color and then like a makeup application. They want all 3 looks to be consistent. So if you want to focus on makeup in your career, or even just for this project, do 3 different diverse makeup looks, but have some sort of consistency, like a consistent background. They also want to see professionalism. So make sure your resume is on point. Dina's amazing. I used her as a huge resource for that project, and I won. So she's a great resource, and she will definitely push you, okay? So run your resume by her. She will give you great tips and great things to kind of elevate yours and set yourself apart. And then she actually also wrote my letter of recommendation, and which was killer. She did a great job. You do have to provide her with the information you want to be included in that. And then, make sure your 3 looks are consistent. And then for the marketing project, we can kind of present it in a way of like, okay, so you're obviously a student right now, but where do you want to be in 10 years? And then create a marketing project around that. So I created an online website that presented myself as a fashion stylist. or like a fashion editorial stylist on sets and things like that. And so I created a website that had like 5 tabs, and you could like go through them and see my list of freelance services, the education classes I was doing, and then also the like studio where I was based out of, and then I had a creative team that I like just took cool pictures of my friends and put on there and made profiles for them. So it's really that simple. You just have to say yes. You have to just go after it. Go ask Dina for all the tips. If you guys follow me on social media, you are more than welcome to ask me any question at any time, okay? Any question at any time. I would love to answer it for you. If you need help in what you're doing, I would love to just help you in any way that I can, because I know that great things are achievable for you and you deserve it. I believe that everyone in this room is deserving of success. All of you. And I don't care what crap you've been through in your life or what challenges you've had to overcome to be in this building this morning, but you are deserving of great success, and the world of beauty is there to offer it to you. Okay? So guys, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to take them. I do have cards with my personal phone number, email, and Instagram on there if you're interested in that. Does anybody have any questions for me right now?
What was your experience like in Budapest?
Okay, so I recently went to Budapest to do an international editorial photo shoots. So I was there for 2 weeks. It was kind of one of those crazy experiences when you see it's almost like spiritual, like when your mind is like spiritually shifted and you're the game is completely changed. That's kind of how I felt coming back from Europe. So basically I was there for 2 weeks with a creative team of 17 people. We created 4 photo shoots all around Old Budapest, New Budapest, out in the countryside and things like that. So our production team was incredible. If you don't follow Heggy Gonzalez on Instagram, you should do that right now. Grab your phone and follow Heggy Hair on Instagram. She's one of the most amazing hair artists in the industry, and I'm proud to call her one of my mentors. And then we also had Brad Van Dyke, who's the National Artistic Design Director for SPA. He was our makeup director there, and he was incredible as well. He knows so much about skincare, which is the greatest template for any makeup. And then Heidi Grass, who is our production coordinator and photographer, she was also incredible. And so it was very eye-opening. There were stylists that have been in the industry for 40 years that were there, and I, who have been here for a year and a half, I'm like, hey! And so it was really cool to learn from different people and learn from other people on the creative team, and also be like, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this, and be able to teach other people some things too. So it was life-changing. If you have the opportunity to get on sets or anything like that, definitely recommend it. If you don't know about this, follow the editorial experience on Instagram. It's a really cool experience to travel internationally with photo shoots. Any other questions?